Hello, hello, hello. Hi, Diane. Hi. I think I'm going to light another candle that's a little bit closer to my face. Hi. Hello, everybody. There we go. That's a little bit more light near my face. Let's see. I'm going to light a red candle too. Why not? What the heck? There we go. How is everybody? I miss everybody. I have been so busy. I miss all of you guys. You guys have no idea. I do. I truly do. How is everybody doing? So I just wanted to come on and say hi to everybody. I haven't seen everybody in a minute. I've been like super busy and I don't know where to put this so I can have more light. Hello. So I have been extremely busy. I have been trying to catch up on a ton of stuff. I have a lot of stuff going on right now with my first book and a lot of things. Ooh, there we go. I need light underneath here. A lot of things that I'm focusing on. I have classes right now that I'm teaching. So I have my second class going on. Yeah, we'll go like that. Oh. So I've just been really busy and I miss you guys. I haven't had a chance to really come on here and talk to you or like see what's going on with everybody. So it's been like crazy busy with work and then with the second book and getting stuff redone with the first book. It's just been really crazy. So I think I've watched more tarot than I've actually read lately, which is actually crazy. But maybe I should put candles back here or something to like illuminate the room. Maybe that would help. Nah, it won't. So hold on. I'm going to cut on the light up here. Wish I had more light, but I don't think I should light any more candles. Nope, that's too much. Too much. Okay. All right. So I'll cut the light on if I have to. Hello, Sabrina. So, I guess I don't know. I didn't really have anything planned to do coming on here. I was just gonna talk and just see how everybody's doing. But since I'm here, why not just jump in and see what the cards have to say? So I'm probably gonna have to cut the light on. I wish I had more. No, I have to get some like bigger candles or something. So we'll cut the light on and see what's going on with everybody. Hi. Felt out of sorts, LOL. Yeah. I think the Mercury retrograde was kind of rough on everybody. So everybody's kind of been like off balance. Thank you. Thank you, Jupiter. Tarot. Yeah, I have been getting a little bit of to be deleted 2019. She's like, yay. I have been doing a lot of self-care and balancing. And I have been, when you're in spiritual work, you have to take time out for yourself to make sure you're balanced, make sure you're in line with the universe. And so I've been doing that, a lot of self-care. And I'm really, really like getting in touch with my feminine side because I felt like I was losing it. I feel like I was like losing my thank you. I felt like I was losing touch with my feminine side and like I really needed to get back in touch with my girly side. So and like remember I'm a girl. So I'm like, you know, business and work and everything and a mom. I'm dropping cards, guys. But I'm a girl. I'm just a girl. So let's just take a look and see what energy we have coming up and see what's going on. We might as well go ahead and make this a daily. Business in the front, pleasure in the back. Yes, yes. So, yeah. All right, let's see. Spirit, what is the energy we have coming up? What's the energy around this tomorrow? I see you laughing, Lisa. I see you laughing. I have been like really just like having fun, enjoying life a little bit, and you know, cutting loose a little bit. I probably need to, I'm reeling it back in now and focusing more on goals. I have an event at the end of the year, a gala that I'm going to be speaking at. And I'm also going to be signing copies of my book. So I'm going to let you guys know when that is. I'm really excited about it. I just got invited to be a speaker and to be sponsored. So I'm really excited about that. And then it's going to be in Georgia at the Georgia World Congress Center, which is downtown Georgia. So I'm pretty excited about that. And it's if I'm right, when I get the information, I'll let you know. But the gala surrounds empowerment. So I'm really focused on career right now. I'm not gonna lie. I've been through a lot as far as love is concerned. So I think I'm like a serial dater right now. I'm just like a serial dater. I really don't believe in love right now. I have no faith in love at all. So I'm just enjoying life and being single and focusing on empowering you guys and all the other people out here, you know? Now, are these cards in reverse? Some of these cards might be in reverse, but they're not supposed to be. So if they come out, I'm going to flip them around. All right. So spirit, angels, guides, please tell me, what is the energy surrounding tomorrow, April 3rd? Let's start with fire signs. I was going to say fire signs, and the overall energy tomorrow for fire signs is the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, the Queen of Pentacles. So the for fire signs, this could be a person that you're dealing with. This could be a person that you're this could be your energy. All right. Let's get some more information here. Knight of Swords. So Queen of Pentacles energy, that's earth sign energy. That's very grounded energy. Okay. So you're like, in my opinion, what I'm getting off of this card is that you're in your Queen of Pentacles energy, you're in your fire energy, you're focused on your goals, you know where you want to go, you know what you want to do. And I'm not just talking about career goals, I'm just talking about like life goals. I feel like a lot of you fire signs, Sagittarius, Leo, Aries, I feel like you guys are like, some of you guys probably catch yourselves like staring off into space, thinking really deep thoughts about what you want out of life and where you're going. A lot of you want stability in life. It's very like you want stability. And I think you've gotten to a point right now where you've just been through so much and you're like taking that moment, that minute of assessment, and you're kind of looking at everything you've accomplished so far. And you're just like, remember how God created the world and then in the seventh day he rested and he was just like, okay, is this good? Do I need to do more? I feel like this is the energy that the fire signs are embodying. They're looking at everything and they're like, do I need to do more? What do I need to do? It's a lot of self-development going on with you fire signs right now. Okay, a lot of self-development. You're really focused on, do I need to do more in order to bring about the results that I want in my life? And that's what I see from you guys right now. Thank you, Betsy, too. Thank you. All right. Yeah, you guys are. You're like really you're on your shit right now about where am I at? You're pulling out your goal books. You're looking at the goals you set for yourself a year ago. And you're like, have I attained them? Which ones on my list have I hit? Hey, Carmen, which ones have I achieved? Have I achieved this goal? Do I still need to leave that on there? So you're like marking off things off and on your list on what you've achieved and what you still need to do. And I think you're restructuring that list because your goal is to attain the rest of those things on this list by the end of the 2019. You don't want, for fire signs, you don't want to get to the end of 2019 and not have accomplished the things that you set out to accomplish. So you're really taking inventory right now of your goals and of your life. And the card I have here is the Knight of Swords. And I feel like this is you cutting through all the bullshit in your life to bring about change. You're like, once you take that assessment and you take that moment to come out of that reflecting and inventory of your life and your goals and your love, you're coming out with that Knight of Swords energy, ready to just like cut through anything to accomplish whatever you need to accomplish. You're like, no more. I haven't done this. No more. I'm putting aside my goals for next year. No more am I going to coming to 2020 with the same hey, I miss you too. No more. I'm not coming into 2020 with the same goals that I came into 2019 with. I want to come in, I want to get to the end of the year and say that I accomplished something in 2019. And I understand that because I'm a Sagittarius moon, and I think that's the energy I'm in right now. I was focusing that energy more towards my love life, but now I've decided to like love is just like non-existent for me because I'm just focused on goals and goals and goals. So if you're a Virgo, you need to go look at Tyler's tarot. He just did a Virgo. Hey, Tyler, I love you. I'm so happy that you're being successful in California. Tyler did the Virgo reading for April 2000. It was the Virgo X reading. I'm sorry, it was the Virgo X reading. And what he said to the Virgo X's, which was absolutely crazy, he was just like, you guys, he's like, you Virgos have so much to offer, but nobody is on your level or nobody's ready to like take all that you have to offer. And he like spoke about this money and success and like this amazing love that Virgos have to offer, but there's nobody there to receive it. And so he was just like, he said to the Virgo cross watchers, you guys might not want to hear this shit. But he's like, Virgos on their shit. So you guys need to listen to Tyler's X's readings because I think the X's reading tapped into a different side of your energy, whatever sign you are. The Three of Pentacles, fire signs, you guys are not only, you're coming in with that Queen of Pentacle energy, but with this Knight of Swords and the Three of Pentacles, you're cutting through the bullshit and you're like, I know who's on my team. Who's on my team? That's what I'm hearing. Who's on my team? Who's on my team? Either you're on my team or you're not. If you're not helping me further my goals, goodbye. I'm cutting your head off. It's like the Queen of Hearts in Alice in Wonderland. Off with their heads. Heads are rolling. You're like, I only need people on my team that are going to get behind my horse and my sword so I can cut forward and go forward and do everything I need to do. If you're not there, then you're not it. See? Look at that. The Five of Swords. You're like, screw it. If you're not on my team, I'm out. I got things to do. I got places to go. Either you're with me or you're not. And this is for love, career. You're just like, either you love me or you don't. Either you want me or you don't. Either you want to be a part of my dreams and my career goals or you don't. Because if you don't, goodbye. I don't have time. Hand me my sword back I let you use my sword to propel you forward because I thought you were going the same place I was going. But now I realize that you're not. So if you're not, then goodbye. Adios. And that's fire sign energy that I'm feeling right now. You guys are not playing, okay? So what are fire signs hoping to accomplish? Look at that. I'm going to tell you what you guys are doing. You're going about this shit and you're not telling everybody what you're doing, okay? See, that Seven of Swords is about sneakiness. It means that you guys have goals, you have direction, you know exactly where you're going, but you are not telling everybody what your goal is. And you know what? You're not telling them your goals, you're not telling them your dreams, but those things are leading you to the Four of Pentacles, which is that long-term stability. And you know what you're saying? You're saying to yourself, fire signs, you're just like, you see how he's looking back? Kiss my dust, eat my dust, I'm out. Okay. Some of you guys aren't sharing your dreams and your goals with people because there's a lot of dream killers around you, dream killers. Okay. And you're like, nope, I'm going to just take my little, just like I took my swords away from the person who wasn't using them in the right way. I'm going to take my swords. I'm going to sneak off on over here. I'm going to create this long-term stability. Okay. This long-term stability for myself. So that is where you guys are focused. Fire signs, you're truly focused on your future. I feel like you really don't want to go into 2020 with the same shit that you came into 2019 with. You want to see progress in your life. So fire signs are on fire and they're not playing. All right. Now let's go to earth signs. Spirit, what is the energy that earth signs are embodying? Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. What are they focused on right now? Where's their energy at? Page of Wands. All right. Now, the Page of Wands can speak of new projects, new things that you're taking on. Okay. I think that earth signs, what you're focused on is your passion. Normally, earth signs are focused on stability, their money, their home, making sure they have stability in their lives. But I feel like right now, the earth signs are focused on they're getting a balance back, because the one thing about earth signs is we can focus on money and finances, but then our love lives will lack. Okay. So I think right now, earth signs, what you're focused on is, what am I passionate about? I know that I can go to work and I can make money to pay on my bills. I know that I can go to work and I can support my household and I can, buy my significant other whatever they want, or I can buy my kids whatever they want. But is that my passion? I feel like you guys, the universe, God is forcing you guys, universe of God is forcing you guys to look at not just working to create stability, but actually looking at what fulfills me. What am I passionate about? You could be a lawyer but you're like, I love cooking. So they're like, okay, well then we want you to expand on that. We don't want you to just do what's going to bring in pentacles. We want you to do what's going to bring in passion into your life. You cannot survive or be fully balanced, earth signs, with just having money or stability. It's not enough. It's just like they say, you can't buy love. You can't buy happiness. You can't buy fulfillment. No, you can't. You can't. I can tell you right now, you can't. There's no amount of money in the world that can bring you that. So you've got to recognize, what are my passions? Okay. And that's really difficult for earth signs to do, because they're always about their stability. So to put that aside and say, what do I love to do? Honestly, most earth signs would be like, well, I love to do accounting because it brings me a check. I love to cut the grass because I charge people money for it. So now we have to kind of take a look at it away from the money side of it and look at the passion side within ourselves. All right. So tell me more about earth signs. See, look at this. You got 2 pages here. All right. So what I'm hearing is that you guys are like, you're not just looking for your passion, you're speaking it and you're trying to add it, like put it into your life, like in what's the word? incorporate it. You're trying to incorporate your passion into your life. That's what you're trying to do. Okay. It's not just about finding your passion. How do I add it into my life? And this is actually a really good lesson because I think as an earth sign, for me, when it comes to like relationships or like friendships, I've always been about being the stable friend and the stable girlfriend, or the stable person. Like, okay, he's gonna want to be with me because I have a job, I have stability, or they are gonna want me in their circle because I'm on my shit. I can help everybody get where they want to go with their business goals. But now I think that what more earth signs are looking at being the fun one in the group. Okay. um Joking around, inviting people over just for the fun of it, entertaining, dinner, lunch, a different side to earth signs. I feel like you're getting in touch with your passionate side, and it's not just about your pentacles. See, the moon card. You're getting in touch with a hidden side of yourself, and you're showing this hidden side of yourself to people. And so I feel like right now your energy, like your personality might be a little bit more outgoing. You might be a little bit more outspoken, and your friends are looking at you like, that's not how she normally is. She's usually the logical one in the group or the structured one in the group. You might be the one showing up late for lunch because you kind of just aren't being as anal about it. Earth signs, I feel like you're you're really tapping into your emotions a little bit more, which is actually kind of hard, but it's a good thing. It's a good transition. Okay. See, what did I say? Love. Okay. This what you're hiding here right now is that a lot of you earth signs have stability, or you're focused on stability, but the truth is you want love. Okay. And these are two cards. We have the Lover's card here, which is a Gemini card, and the Moon card. Now, as much as I would love to sit here and read this just as passion in your life, and I feel like you guys that you okay. Oh wow. It's funny. This is actually I'm definitely picking up on my energy here, which I'm an earth sign, and I didn't see it until the last card came out. So what I feel like is that you could have an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, that she said you're smiling. What else would I be doing, Betsy, besides smiling? You're making it harder than it has to be, Betsy. You're making it harder. Marsha. So, okay. So I feel like you could have an air sign around you that may want to speak to you, and I feel like they may not be speaking to you. You may not also be expressing how you feel about an air sign. I feel like there may be a lack of communication, a lack of passion. And I think that let's pull another card on this. This is the love side of the earth, okay? Definitely going into the love side. Yeah, which you might not be sharing with everyone and communicating with everyone, which you're hiding with the moon card and the Lover's card and the Five of Cups is the heartache and the pain that you are going through due to Jupiter rising. Thanks for that explanation. So like Jupiter rising said, a lack of showing true feelings and emotions for somebody who you're very hurt over. You may not be processing your emotions very well, so you're hiding them because you don't know how to deal with them. And that is definitely an earth sign trait. Earth signs, we are the stable people. We are the logical people. But when it comes to our emotions, we don't know. It's like for us, emotions are like that one code of that one string of code you put into a program and it comes back, do not compute. I don't understand that. Because for earth signs, we don't understand why love is so complicated. We don't understand why people can't just love and just be there for people. Like we don't get it. We just don't get it. So it's like when people make it complicated or when people get hurt, we're like, but why? If you had just done A, B, and C, it would have equaled out to to D squared. So why we don't compute? Why? How did So it's like, hey, so right now, there's a lack of emotion that you're disclosing. You're hurt. You're very hurt about this person, or this person's very hurt about you. But I feel like there's no communication. And I feel like it's because you guys don't know how to communicate. Okay. You don't know how to communicate how you feel to them. Um, and they don't know how to communicate how they feel to you. Or it could be vice versa. So really what's happened is there's a complete shutdown. Shutdown. Just shut it down. And let's just act like it doesn't exist. And we're just going to push it down. Okay. On both parts. Yes. Thank you, Jupiter rising. Yes, there is a shutdown on both parts. Okay. Um, I'm going to pull one more card and then I'm going to move on to the next set of signs. Now, I told you guys I wasn't going to read reversals, but look at this. The Six of Wands came out in reverse. And that means that you feel as though you or the other party feel as though there was no victory here. It was a loss. And I feel as though some of you earth signs who are dealing with this person who you are hurt behind may be feeling as though there will never be a victory. So you just give up. You just give up. You suppress your emotions. You push them down and you just act like it. You numb yourself to the pain. So there is no victory right here. Or the victory is that you've managed to suppress, you and this person have managed to suppress your emotions and act like they don't exist. And that may be a victory to you guys. Okay. But the thing about it is eventually you will have to deal with it. Okay. Thank you, Betsy. She's sending earth sign strength. Eventually you will have to deal with it. You will have to deal with the emotions that can't stay suppressed forever. But this is the thing. Earth signs have delayed responses, and people don't. I'm telling you, this is the honest goodness truth. I can have an argument with somebody on Monday, but it takes me till Wednesday to process the entire argument and be ready to like rebuttal. And it's so funny because by that time the person has moved on, and they're like, "Are you serious? We had that argument on Monday." Yeah, but it took me a minute to analyze it and process it. And it's like sometimes, you might hear a joke, and this is truly an earth sign trait. You might hear a joke at 1 o'clock, and at 2 o'clock, you kind of bust out laughing because you finally got the whole point of the joke. So, Jupiter rising, what did you say? Oh, you're doing medium reading, Sakari. All right. Everybody go to Facebook, look for Sakari, Sukari. Okay. Sakari on Facebook, and she's doing mediumship readings. Please support. I always support people developing their gift. All right. So Jupiter rising said, see, I say this all the time. Share your feelings and emotions. What is the worst thing that can happen? They say no. The answer is automatically no by not saying anything. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going through something with my life partner right now. And I think that I've come to the conclusion that I just give up on love. I just give up on love. I give up on relationships. I think I'm going to be like serially singles for the rest of my life. I think Carmen said earth signs do have delay reactions. Yeah, we do. I'm an earth sign as well, and I don't react to things until the next day or days later. And I think, yeah, I kind of just come to the conclusion that, you know what, maybe for some earth signs, maybe for this Virgo, it's just meant for me to have a career and not for me to have love. Not saying that I can't love, because I do, but maybe it's just not meant for me to receive it. Or maybe I just need to throw myself into my career because I just don't feel, that love is conducive to me or my energy. She said, how about a temporary thing? No, I don't think so. I think I've kind of shut it down and shut it off. And will I turn it back on? I don't know. I'm enjoying single life, you know. Carmen said, don't say that. Don't give up. Time heals all wounds and relationships are not easy, but love will come unexpected. Don't give you everybody deserves love. That person will know how to love you the right way. Wait, the person that will know how to love you the right way will find you. Well, I hope they do one day. And hopefully by the time they find me, I won't be an ice bitch or a queen of ice, because I truly am focused on career now. I just truly think that love is for certain people, and maybe it's just not for me. Okay. So that's just me. With my experience with my twin flame, he's happily married to someone else. My life partner is with someone else. And my soulmate, I was married to and I divorced. I'm just starting to think, you know what? You need to stick to the one thing girl, career and money and finance. So don't feel sorry for me. I love you guys all too. I love you guys all too. But you know what? I do believe that love is made for certain people. Certain people are built for it and other people aren't, you know? And I think that when that the more we lie to ourselves about what we are capable of or what we're built for, it's like being in a relationship with a person um who is knows that they want a polyamorous relationship, but you want a monogamous one, but you go into the relationship with them anyway. Was I arguing with someone today? No, no, not at all. Um, um, Sakari, I just thought about it. You're a medium. Not in the physical world, I was not. Probably in the spiritual, yes, I possibly was, because I'm a medium as well. And that person is also capable of speaking to me psychically, clairvoyantly. So yeah. So Sakari might be hitting you up for medium reading. Nah, I'm good. You said when you're ready to embrace love again, you will know. Just remember you're truly loved, my sis. Oh, thank you. But I think I'm going to embrace my goals and love them, because at least they can love me back and show me something back. And I'm an earth sign. I need to see that. So let's move on. Let's move on. Water signs. Okay. Water signs. What is the energy surrounding my water signs right now? Another reason I'm going to tell you guys that why I feel the way I feel is because when you go through heartache after heartache after heartache, don't get me wrong, some people are built to go through it and go through it and go through it. But when you go through heartache after heartache or disappointment after disappointment after disappointment, you become hardened. And you start to realize that I'm not acting like myself. A woman shouldn't act like a man. A woman should act like a woman. She should act like a flower at times, And I believe that if you keep going through if you keep putting yourself in situations where you're constantly being broken, then eventually that's where you get those women that are like out, you like see them out at the bar and they're like, they have like that mean mugging face. And you're like, ooh, nobody wants to buy her a drink, you know? Who wants to buy her a drink? Look at her face. No man wants to approach her. I'm not saying I'm giving up on socializing and with the opposite sex and going out and dating. I'm just saying I'm walking away from love in order to not become hardened, because I want to be the woman that when I sit at the bar, men look at me and they see the softness still in me, and it makes them want to buy me a drink and want to take me out to dinner and want to do things. But if I become too hardened, then they won't want to. Sherelle said, tell me about it. My last relationship, I was the male energy and I didn't like it at all. I don't want to be the male energy. I really want the man in my relationship to be the king. I want a king. I don't want to have to be controlling, or I don't want to have to not be able to trust him with finances. I want a king. He has got to be ready to rule, because I'm trying to create something and I need to know that I know I'm a queen. So I got to have a king next to me. But if you keep picking up pages or knights that are coming in for one night stands and are in and out, then they break your heart. And so the reality of it is that you have to fall back and wait. And maybe you'll be ready to go back out and look for a king. But if you become too hardened, then you become a king. And well, that's not very sexy or attractive at all. So Jupiter said it's also hard when you have been single for so long to get out of the single mentality. It is very, very hard. It's very hard. And actually, that's one of the things I'm working on right now, Jupiter rising. Learning how to relinquish control and let a man be a man. Sherelle, I want my femininity to shine through again. Yes, I understand. Yeah, did she shed tears last night or this morning? Sakari, you just read my energy left and right. I think I cried this morning. It was either last night or this morning, one of the two. You're absolutely on point. I'm not going to deny her accuracy. Okay. I'm not going to deny her accuracy. Yes, I'm a human being. I did cry. They take a piece of your heart every time they leave. Right. So water signs, let's go. Water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. What's the energy around water signs right now? Water signs, the energy around you is the Ten of Swords. You're hurt. You're hurt and you're tired of being hurt. You've been hurt over and over again, and you don't want to be hurt anymore. The crazy thing about it, though, is that what I'm feeling from you, water signs, is if this is in relation to love, you're looking at all the wrong places, and you keep coming up with swords in your back. That's why. Seven of Cups. All right. Now, this came out reversed, and I said I wasn't going to do reversals. But in reverse, this is about taking off the rose-colored glasses. And what this means is that when you look at love and life, whatever perception that you were given as a child, it's not lining up anymore. Okay. You have to shift your perception to survive in this world. It's like the quote from Eric Hoffer: in times of change, the learned find themselves, the learners. What is it? Oh God. This is one of my favorite quotes and I always mess it up. Even when I speak in public, I always mess this quote up, and it's one of my favorites. But basically what Eric Hoffer is saying is that if you think you know everything about love and life, and you don't take the time to change your views, you will find yourself eventually, you will find yourself by yourself, or you will find yourself in a world where your views no longer exist. Okay. Here it goes. It says, in times of change, learners inherit the earth, while the learned, which are the people that think they know everything and this is what works for me, find themselves beautifully equipped to deal with a world that no longer exists. So, for example, I had a gentleman who was dating a woman, and he told her that he did not believe in blended families. We live in the 21st century, okay? How can you not believe in blended families when 99% of the families out here are blended families? The minority is actually ending up in a relationship with the parent of your child. That is a rare occurrence because there are a lot of unplanned pregnancies, or a lot of children that are that, don't get me wrong, we love our children regardless of whether they're planned or not. But to say that you don't believe in blended families and that you will only be with that person, it's kind of sad because being in the same relationship, that kind of view, being in the same relationship with the same person is a beautiful thing if you both are growing at the same time at the same rate. This is why people who fall in love in high school tend to last all the way through, because they're growing and progressing together. But when we meet at different stages in life and different ages in life and we come together, the chances of a family staying together, it's very slim. 99% of families out here are blended families. So when he said that, I was like, wow, this guy's gonna make this woman fit his mold. So this tells me he probably intends, which is really funny because he has other children by another woman. So I guess in his mind, he's like, okay, erase that back there and act like it doesn't exist. And let's just move forward with this person. And I'm going to only be with this person, no matter if it doesn't work. He's like, I'm going to force this square peg into this round hole. That perception really shocked me, that somebody in this day and age had that perception of not believing in blended families. If that's the case, then that would mean that all of us single mothers and single fathers will never be with anybody. And that is sad. I can't believe that. So I was shocked to hear this person say that. But everybody's entitled to their view. But that person I looked at as one of the learned and not one of the learners. A learner is going to continue to learn and grow so that they can progress in this world. Technology grows, people grow, wood paneling on the walls come off and we put up drywall and paint. Houses used to look a certain way, now they look differently. We're progressing. Progress is around us everywhere. And if you choose to stay, if you try to live in progress around you, but you have no progress here and no progress here, then how are you going to survive? You're going to find yourself, you're going to come out of a room with wood paneling in it and walk outside into a hallway where it's a 2019 house. So if you want to stay in that mindset, then you can do that, but you will miss out on all the progress around you. Social media is progress. You know, being able to, people online dating, that's progress. Going out in a bar and meeting people, that shit is old. The times have passed on that. It's very slim to none. Dating people in the workplace, they have so many rules on harassment, you can't even do that shit anymore. And I'm being real. Times have changed. So, you know, but if they don't believe in blended families, then I guess they have to find somebody who believes the same thing they believe. And of course, I'm sure there's someone in the world that exists. If they're the minority, there's a minority somewhere else that will believe that with them, you know, and the majority will continue to move forward. So taking off the rose-colored glasses, water signs, and realizing that the mindset of how you've been living, you've been approaching life, love, your career hasn't been working for you. And you need to change it, or else keep getting these swords in your back, because these swords are changing every day and they're progressing and they're not all the same. Having the strength to take on a different view, having the strength to say, you know what, maybe my views are wrong. Maybe I'm moving too quickly in love. Maybe I'm trying too hard. Maybe I'm giving too much. Okay. Maybe I'm loving too hard. Maybe I'm moving too quickly. I want a relationship so fast. Maybe I need to fall back and be by myself for a little bit. But if you if you find the strength to see things differently, you can bring about different results. Even with your career, you can, excuse me, you cannot use the same resume that you had in 1994 today. They'll look at you like you're crazy. Your resume must progress. You must get a new resume. You must rewrite your resume. You must update your resume. So your mindset and your heart, the way you see love and the way you think it has to upgrade as well. Or else you won't find a job because companies progress with the times to make money. And the only place you'll be able to take that old tired resume is into an old tired mom and pop office where they might still appreciate that shit. And considering the fact a lot of these smaller businesses are falling to the wayside with this administration and the small businesses, money and stuff, you might want to change your views. What do they get when they embrace this new view? What comes in for water signs when they embrace this new view? Look at this. When you put time and energy into changing how you see the world and your mindset and taking on a different view, evolving your view, it's saying it's going to take work. It's not going to be overnight. Okay? It's not going to be overnight. It takes time to rewrite a mindset. I grew up in a household where my mom was the authority figure. Okay. My mom was the authority figure in the household. And so coming into now that I'm dating, I'm recognizing some men want to be the authority figure. So I had to rewrite that mindset of a woman being in charge of everything and recognize that there are men out here that are capable of running a household and being everything that you need them to be. And what I realized in my life is that I want to be a beast in my career, or I want to kill it in my career. But when I come home, I just want to be his wife, and I just want to be his girlfriend, or I just want to be the woman he loves. I don't want to be the leader at home. I got that at the office. I get to be that bitch at the office. When I come home, I want to love on my man. I want to dote on my man. I want to treat him like the king that he is. And I don't want to have to feel like I have to fight to do that. Okay. 11:11. God, oh snap, it's 11:11. You're right. Wow. Deep. So what do they have to gain from changing this mindset? You have so much to gain from changing this mindset. Look at this. The Hermit card. Go deep within, water signs. Do some self-reflecting on yourself. Take the strength to do the self-work to change your views. Some of you guys might be holding on to views your parents gave you, just like I was doing at one point in time. And you know, it's funny. I actually look for alpha men to date because I'm an alpha female. So I know that not just any man can deal with me. I need a man that can embody the alpha energy so that when I come with my female alpha energy, he actually can come back and I can be like, whoa, he's the man. Let me back down because that's what it takes for me. I need that. Okay. I need to be reminded that he can handle this. I can trust him to make sure things run in the house and to make sure things are taken care of in the house. I'm a little peeve. I like men to take out the trash. I believe there's an order to shit. I'll do the laundry, I'll wash, I'll clean, I'll cook. I like a man that takes out the trash. Okay. That's just my peeve. He doesn't have to be Mr. Fix It. As long as he can call up Mr. Fix It and get shit done, call Mr. Fix It and pay for it. I don't give a damn. Okay. But I want to be the female and I don't want to have to handle everything, you know? Releasing these old concepts. I gotta be with my baby's mom. I gotta be with my baby's dad. I can only be married to one person. I can't get divorced because I'm married to this person. It's forever. Let it go. It's not serving you. It's the devil chaining you to a mindset where you're not going to move forward. And it's hindering your progress, your goals, and your life. This could even be, I got to be with my twin flame. I got to be with my life partner. No, you don't. If your life partner doesn't want to be with you, then let it go. If your twin flame is already with someone and they don't want to be with you, let it go. You don't have to be with that person to experience the love that you want. There's other options out here. But if you keep on holding on to these concepts, all you're going to do is keep on getting swords in your back. And these concepts are what are allowing those swords to constantly go there. What do they have to look forward to when they let go of this? You get to bring in stability into your life. You get to bring in true teamwork, okay? When we hold on to the mindset, I got to stay with my kid's mom, I got to stay with my kid's dad, I got to have this, I got to have that. What are people going to think if I'm not with this person? When I got divorced, I didn't give two shits what people thought about the fact I was getting divorced. I really could care less. I'm dead serious. I really could care less. When I started doing tarot, could really care less what people think. Hi, Mom. Because I have a lot of people in my family that judge me. They judge my gifts and they think that my gifts are unholy. Okay. That I am not of God and that I am doing evil things. I am a medium. I am a real medium. I am a clairvoyant. I am a gifted person. You can't fake this shit. I let go of all the concepts of what I learned in the Catholic Church to embrace who I truly was, because it was a true battle within me. And God told me that no one can define you but me. So I let him define me. When you let go of these concepts, you bring in stability into your life and you actually get to work with somebody, possible earth sign. You get to work with somebody, and working with them does not mean that you have to be with them. It doesn't mean that you might be with them. This might not be your kid's parent. This might be your new spouse. You never know. But you can build with someone else besides this person that you feel you have to be with. Okay. Or the career you feel, oh, well, I've always worked in food service. I have to stay in food service. No, the hell you don't. You could go get a job someplace else if you want. I hate my hair right now. So let me stop. You could go get a job someplace else if you want. Who says you have to work in food service for the rest of your life? If you work at the cash register at the fast food restaurant, you have customer service experience. Maybe you need to talk to me about doing your resume, because I could take all those experience, all those years in food service and turn it into a resume that you can use to get into a bank and customer service and be on the phones. There are no rules. That's what we need to learn about this life, water signs. There are no rules. But the more rules you keep imposing on yourself and on others, the less progress you're going to see in your life. It's up to you. All right. So let's move on. Last sign, last but not least, my air signs, one of my favorite signs. My Gemini, Libras, and Aquarius. Like I told you guys, my life partner is a Gemini. My ex-husband is a Gemini. I like Geminis. I really do. I'm hoping that if I do have another love interest or I date someone, that it'll be a Gemini, because I love them. I find them to be very intelligent, very smart. They're very attractive. And for me, it's one, they're physically attractive, but they're very smart. And I love the way they think. So as an earth sign, I'm attracted to intelligence. I really am. I can look past looks, but you've got to have a brain on you. You got to be able to engage me in like a conversation. Oh, okay. We're going to just turn that around right there. All right. So what is the energy that my air signs are embodying? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. What are you guys going through right now? What are you going through right now? Your future. What do you want for your future? The Three of Wands has to do about expanding, wanting more out of life. So what do you want for your future, air signs? And you know, this is so funny because I'm holding this in my hand and I'm actually feeling really, really excited, because I feel like some of you air signs are like, you're excited about your future. You're excited about your future, and you should be. You should be, because your future is whatever you make it, and you're capable of being anything you want to be and accomplishing anything you want to. So what do you want? When you look out over that horizon for your future, what do you see for yourself? Because it's like now you're being given the energy to start building. It's time to start building. What are you going to build? What are you going to make? Where are you headed? Hi, Kim. Yes, air signs, you guys are about your future. You know, who am I going to spend the rest of my life with? What business am I going to open? Where do I want my career to go? What legacy do I want to leave for my kids? This is where air signs' heads are at right now. And it's a beautiful thing because this is why I like you guys. This is why I like you guys. Because you don't think 2-3 weeks ahead. You think out. My ex-husband built so much with me in such a little bit of time. We built our first $500,000 house before we turned 30. And that was an accomplishment for us. But it was because we worked together. We were an amazing team. And I hope that I can find somebody to be a team like that with me. He and I were just like, trudging forward constantly. We were just like, we both had the same mindset of, you ready? And like, you remember Beyonce and Jay-Z and '03 Bonnie and Clyde? You ready, B? You ready, Jay? That was me, and that was my husband and I. We were like, you ready? And yeah, we were that unstoppable force together. Now, behind closed doors, we had our issues. We weren't perfect. We had our disagreements. Most of it was my mouth. He hated my mouth, and I had to work on that. But we were this unstoppable force, and we looked at each other and saw that in each other. And I think that air signs, you're like looking out. Who am I building with? What am I building? What do I want? Because you're in that horizon, there's nothing out there. So that means that's all prime real estate to build on. Do you see that? Out there in the back, that's prime real estate. There's nothing built up on those shores over there. So what are you going to build there? That's what you need to know. What are you going to build there? There's no houses or anything there. So your future's open. I love it. I love that. I'm loving this energy that you guys are bringing. I'm loving it. Air signs, air signs. They're ready to build. They're ready to create. What are you creating? Oh, Five of Cups fell out. You know what? This may be the reason that you're inspired to build, because you went through hurt. Okay? You went through hurt. And sometimes it takes losing something or going through something tremendously hurt you tremendously, to make you jump into that energy of let's build. This is why I get along with air signs, because didn't I tell you with the earth sign, with me going through what I went through recently, I'm like, let's build. It's time to focus on career. Let's just go to career. I don't have time for anything else. I just want to build. And earth and air signs are the same way. She said, you always confirm, yes, that heartbreak from December, you helped me through. Finally, the smoke is clearing and you're ready to build. Okay. You're ready to use this energy to propel you forward, to build and expand. All right. It's a good thing. The one thing I will say is, like, when I'm in love, don't get me wrong, I still progress. I do my writing and everything. But when I break up, oh my God, I'll sit downstairs and use that energy and just write and write and write and write and write and write. I'll just churn out 2 or 3 chapters in a day, because I'm just like, I don't want to deal with the pain. I don't want to deal with the pain. I don't want to think about the hurt. I don't want to think about him. I don't want to think about anything. I just want to work. I just want to work, because work I can do. Work I can do. Emotions, I'm not so good at. Mental, but I can work. That much I can do. I can produce. That much I can do. There we go. All right. Page of Cups. Now that actually came out in reverse. So actually, air signs, I'm seeing a breakup here. All right. I wasn't reading reversals, but I'm getting a lot more of them. The Moon card. And the Knight of Cups. So what I'm getting from this is, hold on, I'm going to pull one more card. Tell me more. Yeah, this is exactly where you're at. Yep. Page of Cups in reverse. Okay. You're heartbroken. You broke up with someone, you're heartbroken. All right. But you're not showing it to people. You're keeping it hidden. Just like us earth signs, you're pushing it down. You're pushing it down. You're like, work I can do. I can't do this emotional shit, but work I can do. So let me hide behind work right now. Okay. And with this Knight of Cups, the sun has to do with material gain. Okay. Producing money, producing material things, cars, houses. All right. The sun card has to do with a joyous outcome. So what I feel like air signs is that you're like, I'm chasing legacy for your children. You're like, I'm building legacy for my children. I'm focused on getting a home, getting a house, buying a car, making the money, hitting my goals. You're just like, that is where my heart is headed. That is where my love is going to be dedicated right now. That's where this love offer is. It's almost like if your goals were a person or a thing, you would be going right in front of them and saying, I am here. I am going to dedicate myself to you. I am going to be there for you. And I'm not going to lose focus of you. You're focused on chasing the sun. And this is appropriate because you're air signs. So the sun is nothing but happiness for you. And you have to be free to pursue that. But you're like, if love didn't work out for me, then I'm going to chase financial stability. I'm going to chase money. I'm going to chase my career. Okay. And that's what I'm going to do. Two of Swords. You're gaining your balance back. You're getting your balance back. Okay. It wasn't easy. You had to cut through a lot of bullshit to get it back, to get to your Nine of Cups. You're gaining your balance back. You're balancing your head, your heart, your goals, and even your work ethic. Like you're focused on producing. Okay. And you know what I just heard in my head? Beyonce, the best revenge is my paper. Okay. So maybe someone broke your heart. Maybe you broke someone's heart. But you're like, you know what? I'm not going to waste this energy. I'm going to let this shit propel me to my Nine of Cups. Okay. I'm coming. I have been through so much. I'm building my Nine of Cups. I am balancing myself out so that I can build what's going to fulfill me. Okay. You said, oh my gosh, I just told my mom I want to relocate back to my home city and buy a new house for my babies. Yeah. You're focused. I'm focused, man. I'm focused, man. Okay. So what do air signs have to look forward to with this new found focus and direction that they're heading in? The Nine of Swords, you're coming out of this energy. Okay. You're coming out of the hurt and the pain. You are worried, though. I'm not going to sit here and deny to you that some of you guys that are focused on redirecting your pain in this new direction, you are worried. I'm not going to say you're not. Because for some of you, you're like, okay, am I doing the right thing? By letting go of this love situation and focusing my energy on building and stability and legacy and what my kids need. Is this right? Am I doing the right thing? Like, should I stay in this? Should I work through these emotions a little more, or can I go ahead and use it to propel me forward? And I'm gonna be honest with you, what I hear from God is that yes, use it to propel you forward. Don't dwell on it too long. You know, I had a reading done by Eugene from the Soulmate Experience. Hi, Eugene. He had a special the other day for $25 and he did a reading for me. And the reading was absolutely amazing. What he said to me was because of the hurt and pain that I went through, that I was in my shadow energy and I was too much in my shadow energy. I was too much holding on to the hurt and pain of what I was feeling and the betrayal that was done towards me and the hurt that I had. And I was holding on to it so much that my shadow self was starting to take over more than 50%. Your shadow self should be only 50% of who you are or less. Okay. When it starts to become more, it's because you've been through a lot of hurt and pain. And so you're dwelling in that energy of how could they do that to me? How could they do it? So it was starting to take over a little bit too much. And so he said to me, he said, you need to do some healing rituals on yourself. You need to get in touch with Archangel Hanuel and Raphael, angels that have to do with healing. And you need to pull yourself out of that energy because he said, Sapphire, you have amazing things coming for you. You have so many positive things coming for you, and you don't want them to be messed up because you're staying in that shadow energy. And I said, damn, he's right. He's so right. So I said, you know what? It's time to heal. I came home and I pulled out my Tibetan singing bowl. I went in the mirror and did affirmations to myself. And even when you guys see me like coming into now when I come back and I'm reading, you're going to see a different side of me. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm going to still be at Sapphire, kiss my ass, da, 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 da. But at the same time, I've also tapped into like this other side of me that I lost and I'm getting it back. And I mean, I have to say there are women that all the time go, I don't need a man. I don't need a man. You're a fucking liar. You do need men. There's a reason why God made two of us because we are meant to balance out the masculine and feminine energy in each other. Okay. So even if you're not in a relationship with the man that you love or the woman that you love, you still should have men and women in your life. Men should have other women in their life, whether they're platonic friends or they're dating interests. And women should have single women should have men in their lives that balance them out. So I'm thankful for the male energy that came in and balanced me out because what he made me realize is that I'm still a woman. You're a girl, and you need to be reminded of that, and you need to be treated like such. And I don't, and maybe somewhere in your dealings with the last person, you lost that. So you need to have male and female friends because that they will put that back in you, and they will remind you, you're a princess, sweetie, not a king. You're a princess, not a prince. I need you to remember that. I need you to bring your tone back down. I need you to be more loving because this is part of your nurturing nature. Okay. Because if you keep acting like this, you're going to end up with the wrong type of person. And I was like, damn, he's right. He's right. So yes, it's okay to not be done with that energy, but come out of it so that you can bring light back in. Okay, get back in touch with yourself. See, you're progressing air signs from the Five of Swords to the Six of Swords. You could be leaving a situation that made you always feel that you had to be on defense. Leaving a situation where you always had to explain yourself, where maybe you didn't have freedom to be who you were, to embrace who you truly are. Somebody can't appreciate that, so you had to hide part of yourself. And you don't want to do that anymore. You're like, I want all my swords right here out in the front for people to see. Okay? I need you to see all my swords. And if you can't appreciate all my swords, and the swords are the hurt and pain that you've been through in your life, it's the hurt, it's the pain, it's the shit it's what I've become as a result of everything I've been through. So no, I have changed because of everything I've been through. I can't hide who I am. Okay. I'm trying to heal that. Um, but with the Six of Swords, you're like, if you can't accept me with my hurt, my pain, my damage, I'm not perfect. Then I need to move on. I need to get in this boat and I need to move on because I don't want to lie about who I am. I don't. I know I was in an open relationship before. Okay. And I liked it because the person was honest enough with me to tell me exactly who they were. And I think that for the longest time, I kept telling them, tell me who you really are. Show me who you really are. Because if you show me who you really are, I can love who you really are. But if you keep showing me facades of who you are, I can't love a facade. And it's not real love. If someone can't love you for who you are, I know people that are in a polyamorous relationship. There's a husband and wife, and they have a third person as a girlfriend in their marriage. Okay, it's the girlfriend of the couple, and some people would be like, "Oh hell no," but the husband and wife love each other. So she recognizes that this is something that he or she needs. I don't know which one, but they recognize it. And so they were willing to compromise. And I'm going to tell you, they have one of the best marriages I have ever seen in my entire life because he doesn't have to fake who he is and she doesn't have to fake who she is. Now, this doesn't work for everybody, but it worked for them. And that's all that matters. Society has rules, but you can only go off of what works for you. Okay. The same thing with same sex relationships. You can only go with what works for you, but be honest about who you are because that is the only way you're going to be able to truly be loved. And I know for a fact that um, I had somebody show me who they really were, and they really didn't think that I could love them for it. And I was like, they felt like, well, I'm a monster or I'm this or I'm that. And I was like, no, you're not. So what? Frankenstein didn't deserve to be loved? If Frankenstein didn't deserve to be loved, then why did he make the Franken bride? Okay. If Edward Cullen didn't deserve to be loved, why did Bella agree to become a vampire to be with the person she loved? Okay. Everybody deserves to be loved, but everybody, more importantly, deserves to be who they are and be loved for it. And if you can't find someone to love you, your views, how you want to live your life, who you want to be, if you can't find somebody to love you for that, then you don't need to be with them, you know? And I honestly feel like the person that I tried to love them for who they were, and I feel like they punished me for it. Yeah. So I don't understand that. But I figure, well, maybe they're used to dealing with people who don't know how to love them. So when they got a person who did know how to love them, they didn't know what to do with that. So they went back to having to be something that they weren't or pretend to be something they weren't with someone who couldn't accept the true nature of what they were. It's really deep. Yeah. But I think sometimes we're so used to wearing a mask and a facade that we become used to wearing it. And so when we take the mask off, we don't realize we have identified too much with the mask being on, and we've accepted that the mask being on is who we are. When in reality, we've forgotten that the person behind the mask is the true individual. Yeah, Steve. So you're moving on, Earth signs. because you want to be loved for who you are. Polyamory exists, third party relationships exist, open relationships exist. There's players for playettes. There's hoes for gigahoes. There's somebody for everybody. So you have to be authentically who you are so that you can find the person who can authentically love you. And you'll know because when you show them who you are, they'll tell you that they love you. But after a while, they'll be like, well, I don't like this about you. But I told you this was part of who I was when I met you. You can't accept it. I thought you said you were fine with it. So if they show you that they're not after a while, well, then they only wanted you, but not the real you, the one that they wanted you to be. And I believe everybody deserves love. So that is what I have for you guys. I had no idea that I was going to be on here this long. I had no idea I was going to do this. So I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. I'm going to get out of here. I have some things to do. I have not forgot about your April readings. I am going to get into them. Okay. And I have not decided what I'm going to show you guys this month for a protection, healing and protection candle or ritual to help work at healing yourself and moving forward. Okay. I will keep you guys posted on the gala that's coming up. I think it's towards the last quarter of the year or the third quarter of the year. And I'll let you guys know how to purchase tickets. And included in the cost of tickets is my book is free, which I love this. I love this gala is going to be pretty amazing because the guest speakers, which I'll be one of them, we're giving our books away for free and we're signing the books for free. So we're including them in the cost of everything, which is pretty cool because we have sponsors apparently. So they're going to find a sponsor for me. And this will allow us to be able to create an environment for you guys where you don't have to constantly pay a ticket, then come in and buy a book. No, we're not doing that. You're getting a book because you're coming to the event. So it's actually pretty awesome. And the World Congress Center is pretty huge. So I'm privileged to be working with Lions Love Entertainment with my books. And I'm looking forward to it. So I'm looking forward to sharing with you guys everything and bringing everything to you on this journey so that I can help you facilitate what you want to accomplish in your life. If there's one place you want to go, don't start looking in that direction. Okay? And you're going to get there. And sometimes some people will go with you. They're ready to go with you and some people aren't. But no matter what, you still got some place to be. So I love you guys. And I will speak to you on the flip side. Sapphire out. Bye.